okay, cool. Request invite, I need invite. Message, invite. Shit. Joint spec. We ready. We ready. For now. Shit. Shoot. We ready. I went to go move the one of the tabs and I accidentally clicked on the thing. I'm surprised. Welcome to the start of the stream. Probably no one is here just yet. But yo, this is a new band pick thing. Cancel. They want to use this, but apparently it sounds like they want to try and use the site that we normally use. A lot of these new Cinna icons and used in the game. It's a pretty good icon. Got 1, 2, 3 of them. Okay. Okay, so right now they're deciding on if they want to use this new thing that Valpo is using, or they want to go back to the old setup for the draft. So we should start momentarily. Today we only have a solo caster, so me. So just decide on something. What the fuck? There. What's happening? Yeah? Okay, so it sounds like they're just gonna go on to this new draft website, Pro Draft. Oh, that felt good. Just cracked my neck. Okay. Okay, I don't know what to talk about before the game. I think right now they're just doing some more scouting before they actually start, but they said they were ready. It's just we're waiting on Valparaiso. Oh, but yeah, they call themselves Valpo, so if I refer to them as Valpo, then that's why. Coach and bathroom be a couple of minutes. So we got a couple minutes to do whatever you want. Yeah, I don't know what the hold up. Oh yeah, I forgot it's the coach. Just gotta wait for their coach to get out of the bathroom. Apparently there's a roster dispute. I don't know. Do you have what's holding him up still? I would assume he'd be out of the bathroom because it's been a couple of minutes. Hi, hello. Client. Client is so bad. Just makes random noises if you're not doing anything on it. you just joined, we're waiting on the Valparaiso's coach, or I'm gonna start shorting it to Valpo from here on out, because that's what they call their esports. Just all their, this is what they shorten it to, Valpo. Um, yeah, so we're waiting on the coach to get back from the bathroom, and then we can start the drafting process. And I don't know how this site works, so hopefully it'll work. Okay, so they're ready. Okay, it looks like they started drafting by this. So, first ban for Valparaiso, just the Yumi Aatrox. Okay, so apparently they know what they need to ban and what they want to ban. Yumi's just an overall good ban because our best player is down in the support. So they're target banning him, all of his most played characters, Yumi and Seraphine, some pretty great enchanters that can help your carries just be that much more powerful. Aatrox Talia, probably some most played or worrisome champions that the Valpo esports team plays. I honestly haven't done any of the scouting with them, so I wouldn't really know what all they play. Another support, another good enchanter that Griffin plays. They haven't banned his Johnny yet, or literally any of his tanks, so he'll probably be going one of those, depending on what kind of comp they're looking for. The Vel'Koz ban coming out from Trine. Um, okay, so the Syndra lock-in is a great one because she's pretty busted right now with all the recent buffs to her kit. And then Caitlyn is just probably the best ADC at the current moment. Banned like every world's game, almost every world's game, and just overall such a good champ. So the Maokai there, I love seeing Maokai. I just don't like it seeing on the Valpo team. Maokai is my favorite champion, but he is very good right now, and this is not a good sign. But like, it's very possible to beat him, especially whenever you have a good strong execute comp, especially with the Syndra 15% health execute on her ultimate. Although you might want to target something like the Misfortune more over the Maokai with that. The Swain pick. So Maokai can either be jungle, support, or top, and Swain can be either mid or support most likely. So we're gonna have to see. Apparently that is a Silas, not a Swain. According to their coach, yeah, that's just supposed to be that Swain right here is supposed to be a Silas pick and not a Swain pick. Okay, so the Tom Kinch from Trine, that's probably going to be support. They're doing the Tom Kinch ult into Caitlyn Trap and just getting a bunch of damage off that way. Let's see. That's all good. Yeah. So they recognize that they accidentally chose Swain. Okay, so the Karen ban, probably some banning out a bunch of the junglers because that's uh, some of the worrisome junglers that Valpo's jungler plays. Probably something like the Karam, and then maybe like the Sejuani. I mean, I honestly don't know what he plays, but I know Sejuani's pretty good right now in the jungle and top. Nope, so they're gonna ban the Camille. She's always just there, but like I haven't really seen her played in a while. But when she is, I know she can do quite a bit of damage. So that's a pretty good ban. Just making sure we're still streaming. So the J4 Wukong pick are some comfort picks for um, Trine's jungler. So those are some pretty decent bands coming out from. So the Trundle pick instead, that's either going to be the top or jungle. And, and since they have both of those open, they can choose whichever one they want to put that in, and they can leave that last pick for a flex between jungle and top. There's the Volley Bear. That's we'll see where that Volley Bear is going in a second after this next pick from Valpo. Excuse me, sorry. Okay. So the Shin. Okay, so it's Shin top, Volley Bear, jungle, Silas, not Swain. It's supposed to be a Silas, remember? And then Misfortune Maokai. Let's see what Trine wants to respond with. I honestly don't know what something they could respond with, but I know Trundle's pretty good into Shin, so they're probably gonna push Trundle towards the top lane. Nope, they're just gonna have Trundle go jungle and have the Kled go top. Pick the comfort pick for Trine's top laner and just pick the Kled. And now that we're done with this draft, we can go remake that in the league client, and then we can wait for a total of 3 whole minutes. Let's get it back onto game capture. Stop split there, and then yeah, I'll talk about the draft more in the league client. So. Sorry for any background noise that you hear. There are quite a bit of people in this room. So, yeah, at the start, Valparaiso was kind of target banning the Griffin, our support, because he's one of our better players, and they want to ease up the pressure that Trine's bot lane is going to have throughout probably the whole game. Just because, actually, I don't know, their mid laner could possibly rotate down and help out bot lane. But, I don't know. And Trine just looked like they banned a bunch of comfort picks from Valpro. Sorry about that. Some people are playing some games in the background. Okay. So this top lane matchup looks like it's just gonna be kind of like a beat fest with Kled and Shin. Just gonna be farming and kind of poking out one another. Syndra versus Silas. Early game, I'm pretty sure Syndra wins that just because of how much range she has compared to the Silas. But if Silas can close the gap mid to late game or even early game, I'm sure he has quite a bit of damage, quite a bit of damage that he could put onto this Syndra. Um, I don't know what I was saying. So yeah, the Caitlyn Kinch against the Maokai Misfortune. These are some two pretty good team comps for the bot lane. Of course, the Misfortune Maokai one being pretty good into just all of what they can do with like Maokai, every single CC he has and Misfortune ult, or just locking them down even without Misfortune ult and just being able to auto them down with your passive and your just high attack damage and attack speed and movement speed. And this Caitlyn Tompkins lane who wants to more focus on saving this Caitlyn and um, going in on the Misfortune, ulting the Misfortune as Tom Kenshin, throwing her into a trap so that pull-ups can get a headshot off to deal massive damage. Um, so Trundle versus Volibear. It depends on what kind of clears they do, but I know our Trundle, or at least Marshall's Trundle, he normally likes to go either blue Gromp red or red blue Gromp, and then gank either bot or top depending on what side he's on. And then the Volibear might do that, but I noticed that he was silver 1, I thought, or maybe he was one of the gold players, so he might honestly just do a full clear and lose his team a lot of early pressure. The ganks that, or the possibility of a gank that the Strundle has is enormous and can provide so much pressure on this. I don't really know what lane he would want to gank, level 2 or 3. It would probably be, he's, they're on red, so if he goes blue, red, Gromp, and he goes, or blue, Gromp, red, and he goes topside for a gank, maybe the Shin will be pushed up enough. If Kettle Whip can keep this weight, or let the Shin push. If not, he might start at the red buff. I'm honestly not sure where he's going to start. He can start at both. It's just choice on which lane you think you're gonna want to gank. And as of right now, I can't really tell which lane he wants to gank. So yeah, today we only have one streamer, and it's me. So okay, got a minute 20 left here on this waiting. I'm glad that my favorite champ was picked. Fucking love Maokai. Maokai's such a cool champion. Comp-wise, I like Valpo's team a little bit better. Even though I would like Trine to win, I just like the overall tankiness and damage output that they have on this Volibear, Silas, Misfortune, or that those being the damage output and the tank being the Maokai, the Shin, and kind of the Volibear. Trine's team is pretty tanky too. It's just the same lanes kinda. You have the AP and not really assassin on for Trine, but like AP mage in mid lane, the 80s, the high attack damage character in the bot, and then the 3 tanks and support, jungle, and top. The both jungles are kinda like bruiser-ish, or they just are bruisers, so they're gonna be tanky and dealing out quite a lot of damage. But I'm pretty sure Trundle wins in like a 1v1 scenario where he just ults the Volibear after he's ulted, and then there, he gains so many stats off of that where he just wins the fight. See any weird runes? Okay, I haven't seen Aftershock Silas against a Syndra. I thought he normally went Conqueror. I think he definitely can go for Strike if he's good at dodging and trade. He's pretty good at trading early game. It's just hard to get in your first like level 1, 2. So after you like are around a wave for a little bit, the everything. Oh, sorry, hold on. Just making sure everything is right. Okay. So yeah, once like if this Syndra knows kind of what to do by like pushing this Silas off a wave, which is kind of hard if he took E. I don't really know. Let's see. So both teams doing a 5-point, just protecting their sides from a possible gank. I also can't look at chat, so if you use chat, I am sorry. I can see it after the game and in between games, just not during the game, because if I tab out, your guys' screen will go black. A lot of pinging coming from Valpo's side. Not really sure what that's all about. So no flash on this Kled. It's an Ignite TP, which is kind of weird. He normally goes TP flash. So he wants to be kind of a... He's going for an early aggressive Kled. Probably took Doran's Blade then against this. Yep. The first strike proc, stopping Silas's, is pretty good. Trading pretty well. Syndra not letting Silas hit the wave for free. That's all stuff you like to see. Kinda... Oh. Silas will get level 2 first and will dish back all the damage. But Trine's bot lane will get level 2 first and do lots of damage to this Maokai. First blood goes to Trine with a very nice under tower combo with the Tompkins slow. First gank goes top. Yep, so you did start bot side and go top. This is about kind of what I predicted in the drafting phase. So far, Trine has about a 1.1k gold lead at 3 minutes, which is a pretty big gap. TP used out from Shin. That's a big cooldown timer. This Maokai, oh, okay, he just turned level 2, but he was still level 1. That would, if Trine could have kept that Maokai level 1 for a little bit longer, that would make this pressure that they have in bot lane a little bit more scary. Okay, so there is now a gank coming down from Valpo's side onto pull-ups. It's... they seem to just sacrifice the Caitlyn in order to save at least one of them. This gold lead turned into about just around a 500k, or sorry, I can't speak. 500 gold lead. I don't know why I said 500k. That's my bad. Cled saving his TP for when he actually needs it, just walking back since his wave was pushed. This Shen did kind of, I wasn't watching him, but he might have held wave or just traded. Last time Cled was in lane because he was like half health whenever Cled came back, so that was kind of weird. Silas trading. Oh, that was a nice W cancel from Syndra. So yeah, you can see the Syndra is just beating up on the Silas early game, but I'm sure once the Silas gets a couple items online, he can just go in and like burst down the Syndra very quickly. At least if he knows that the Syndra has wasted her E cooldown, or even if he could just dodge it with his E and or flash. Syndra is looking pretty low on mana though. Oh, that's sad from Kled. If that hit, he might have been dead. I am honestly not sure. Okay. Any items yet? Yeah, you got the Sheen coming out from Trundle. You got another gank here. Yep, so that gank just didn't really work out. Syndra didn't have a lot of either both cooldowns and or mana. I know she was low on mana, so she might not have had a lot of cooldowns. Great knockup from Tom Kench getting both of the bot laners. Although Valpo's jungle is hovering, so this will be kind of tough. Flash use that from the Maokai to get away from this volley, and Maokai? Sorry, Maokai used Flash to get away from the Tom Kench and Trundle coming now. Looks like they will have to reset here because of Misfortune's low mana and low health. But of course, after catching this bot wave, Trine's clearing out their vision in this bush. They will be pushed up though. Trine will get out safely. That is huge. At least they should. Shin got TP and TP to. Ooh. Okay. I'm gonna keep this up for now. Trine just keeps poking them down and then picking them off one by one. Clado used to try to turn this fight back around, but Trine kind of overstepped just a little bit after getting those first initial picks. Gold lead is still about a 1.5k gold lead. The farm difference, yeah. First strike on Syndra. It doesn't tell me how much it's given. That's sad. Does it? No, it doesn't. The Silas being able to burst down this Syndra pretty nicely and easily with this Lost Chapter now. and still being tanky with this Doran shield. Trine has a lot of vision down in this bot side river, making it kind of hard for the jungler to gain commit, at least from the river. Maokai just keep being tanked by this Tom Kench. Kled going in here. He should get his steed back and be able to win this fight. Yep. He fully stacked Conqueror, had the Ignite, played that perfectly. Although Shin did have Flash, so he possibly could have gotten away if he ran a different way and it used his Flash during that. Trine's jungle looking to take this top turret before 11 minutes. That is a fast first turret. Misfortune uses ult down there to clear that wave. Keep this pushed in so that she can reset to get some more mana, and she might she won't have mythic. She'll probably have pickaxe or something of the sort. Yep, she gets the pickaxe, and that'll be all that she can afford, most likely. Maybe a control ward or is it just called dagger? Nope, she'll just walk down with the pickaxe. You do have the completed items from this Bork from Kled and the Divine Sunderer from Trundle. This farm difference and like yeah, and just towards the bot side of the map, mid and bot, is huge for Trine. Oh, we got the Andres completed from Syndra. Trine's bot lane is low. They will have to back off from this fight. Drake is... Was it just tank? No. Kled will be able to get out of there. Because Skarl did... But Skarl did go down there. Trundle tried going for an invade, but found where Volibear was. Oh, so sad. Skarl almost... That is bad for Trine. The Shin ultimate did a lot there, as well as that Kled Skarl not coming up in time cost them the fight. It started but did not finish. Maokai ultimate doing good. Doing good things for Valparaiso, except for the fact that The Tom Kinch just ults the Caitlyn and makes the Caitlyn just out of there. You get the kill under the Misfortune using the Gale Force and the item advantage at the time. They do have 3 tanks, so this Syndra should build Lucidities, and she has the Leandries already for this max health damage that she's going to be doing to all of these 3 tanks on the side of Valparaiso. Silas will also be getting pretty it's a lot of health, so this Leandry is going to be doing a lot to him as well, because most mage items give quite a bit of HP. It also, the burn from Leandries is going to kind of help with the healing that Silas has from his W. Won't help it fully, but it will just help make that healing just a little bit less than what it was. I want to see how much their first strikes have done, but I can't tell. If I like... Nope, I can't tell, so... That's fine, though. Possible fight here in the mid lane. Just drags almost up. The kind of little team's trying to push in this mid wave so that if the fight does go badly, they don't have to worry about this mid wave crashing into their turret. Kled ult use and will hit. Makai ult used to kind of slow down Trine. Kettle Whip is in there. He is ulted by Tom Kinch. Tom Kinch will save Kettle Whip. Kettle Whip should get Scarl back. This Misfortune dishing out a lot of damage. Scarl is back. Misfortune is still doing a lot of damage with those auto attacks. Caitlyn should take out... Yep, she kills that Shin. And a triple for Caitlyn. Faker Crab there, dodged that Tom Kinch W. So, yep, those Lucidity boots coming on that Syndra. Tom Kinch is going to be on that Locket. Yep, there's the Locket. And they have quite a bit of AP damage just coming off from the Silas, the Maokai, the Shin, and the Volibear. Volibear will be doing some AP and some AD, so it'll be kind of hard to build against him. But those Merc Treads on both Kled and Tom Kinch are going to be helping out a lot with all the CC that Valparaiso's team has, and the AP burst damage from Silas. 2 items down on this Caitlyn. Let's go ahead and look at the gold difference. Yeah, this... gold... about the same, but a little bit closer in the mid lane. Everywhere else it's quite a bit of gold. Fight going down in the spot lane. Scarl's almost up. Trundle is down here though. He will be seen off that control, off that pink ward in the river. Trine should kind of realize that they have vision somewhere. Trine puts out vision of their own, trying to see if there was a attempted counter gank in the making. This Clyde did see the bully bear. Excuse me, break that ward, so he should back off, at least for a moment. Maokai did go in pretty far, had to use slash and ult out of that. Okay. He did get Scarl back, and that means he should win this fight. Yep, he had the last little bit of Scarl there to keep him alive. Nice pick for the Kled. I have... Excuse me. I have no idea why it went off. Directed camera. This top tower should be gone after this Rift Herald is done with it, or at least close to done. Yep. Kled pushed in bot. Looks like every wave is pushed, so it's a good time for back here for Trine, especially since it's just before Drake spawns, so they can back by items and go out to re-push their lanes. All of Trine and Valparaiso look like they are going to back just before they go to this dragon. This is the third dragon of the game. First contact has been made. Misfortune ult is used there. Caitlyn ult used there to just give a little bit of poke. Okay, ult here to start it off. Red team will get the Drake. Scarl does not come up in time. This Tom Kench tanking quite a lot. This Caitlyn dishing out a lot of damage. Caitlyn will get a triple kill here, and they are going to chase down this Silas. Silas uses flash to possibly get out alive. He still might not. Never for us used to get the Trundle to stop. Now that all of Valpo is up, might not be a great idea to go force this Baron, although they are pretty far ahead. They will just take Valpo's camps and these gold differences in the bot lane, mid lane, and jungle, and just all over the place is getting pretty huge, and looks like the game is, I mean, I guess no game is, like, no game is over until it's over, but, like, how fed Trine is, I'm pretty sure that it looks like a Trine victory here. Misfortune will scale pretty well though. Silas, his best time is probably mid to mid, like almost late game, but not totally late game. Um, so if they can get to that time where Misfortune can just auto Q auto and just kill someone, that will probably be around their win con. Scarl still doesn't have, or sorry, Kled still doesn't have a mythic. He will use ult though, and should be able to win this fight with ease. Um, they will just go ahead and force this Baron, seeing that. I'm not sure if they saw, but they might have seen the jungle from Valpo recall. This Kled doing quite a lot of damage, although there's a Maokai and a Misfortune. He just won two 1v1s, so you can't be mad at him for dying there. Trine will just be able to push down this mid lane, possibly getting this inner turret. Looks like they will just go back and invade Valpo's jungle's camps and look to recall so that they can do drag. Trine jungler is doing Krugs right now, so he might be a little late to a team fight if one does perspire just before this Drake spawns. Although a lot of actually, yeah, this is going to be a side laning Syndra that has TP, so she can TP down at any point needed. Syndra did build Void Staff for any MR that they build, but they haven't built any, so I don't know why she didn't just go for the Zonia's second and then start building into the Void Staff. Yes, it is still a good item, but most of the time at least where I build it, is whenever there is a high magic resistance team. Cledol used here to get onto the enemy team. Kled might go down here. He is very low. Pull-ups almost getting one shot. Does go down to the last Misfortune auto. Trine did secure the Drake just before this, and Trine will get one, maybe two inhibitors with this second wave on the mid one. The Syndra should get out alive with these Hex Gates. One Nexus turret did go down to around, let's just say 35% health. I don't know if it's possible to come back from this game now. They're trying to push so much pressure on the base. Although they will be getting a little bit more gold per wave. They being Valparaiso. This Caitlyn and Kled are putting in lots of work, and damage throughout these team fights. Why? Oh, okay. I thought I saw a flash there, but then again, I don't know. I definitely did not. I am just seeing things. LDR has probably been built for a while, but I just haven't addressed it. You have a defense under with 2 tank items, Trundle. All 3 inhibs are down, meaning that whenever waves spawn, there are 2 super minions now instead of just 1 per wave. So a total of 6 coming down. Once these waves start stacking, there should be quite a bit of a difference in the pressure that they can put on these turrets. Fight does break out. Trine is at the back foot of it at the current moment. Kled will go down to the misfortunate. Silas does have this Trundle ready. Although the waves are in fact pretty large right now. Trine is going to look to do Baron and then probably in the game from there. Infinity Edge is finished on this Caitlyn. She's going to be doing so much damage when she lands these crits, which she has around 80% crit, so she is going to be critting a lot. This Volibear pick is insane, especially since they can just walk in after this Baron and take out the Nexus. Sorry about that. Sorry about me laughing. Drag is up, but I don't think they're going to need to take it. They can just walk down mid here with these super minions and take out these Nexus turrets. Kled will be pushing bot during all of this so that they can apply additional pressure throughout the whole, or not the whole, but most of the lanes. They should just be able to whack these turrets a couple of times. Yep. Maokai will use a little early there. Shen does dive in very far. Kettle Whip is in deep, but should get up Scarl soon enough to where he is good again. And Trine just ends the game before they can kill this Kled. GG's 1-0 to Trine so far. Okay, we only have 1 caster, as you guys know, but so I've been talking a little bit more than I normally do. So I need to go get a drink of water. I will be right back. You guys can do whatever you want for like the next little bit. Second game should start up here pretty soon, within the next 5 to 10 minutes. walked by the Trine team, and it looks like they are talking about strategies that they could bring into this next game if they do pick around the same team comp with the mouse back support. They said that they had around a weak invade, or at least they found a flaw in their 5-point for their invade. So they have around an idea what they can do to better themselves, or they could have done better that game, even though they did in fact win. They could win faster and have a better early game than they already did. I was far away from my mouth. I'm sorry about that. Yo, yo, I almost have the item grab bag. Oh wow. Okay. Spooky, spectacular. I'm gonna go ahead and get the stream in. I don't know. They're not gonna start the drafting process like right now. Oh shoot. Let's go back. Nope, that one is done, so it's gonna have to have a new link. Um, I don't know what to talk about in between games much. Normally, Jack does that. Be ready for draft. Let's see if it's the same link. No. I want to message for see if that's the right link still, or if it's not. So, oh, there it is. Let me just do this. We are ready for draft. So now we have 4 people using this icon, being Kettleweb, Magic Griffin, and Ordinal. This is probably one of the better icons for a champion that they have. The Azir one's not bad, it's pretty good. Right now, Trine's just discussing some different bans that they can do. so they can. I'm pretty sure these are gonna be this. Are they gonna stay the same side? I don't think they have to switch, or maybe they do have to switch. I'm not sure. Maybe they're just. Then again, that wouldn't be right then. Valpo sticking with the same couple of bands. Trine does switch up one of their bands to a Lilia, which I heard them talking about. Instead of one of their other bands, they were gonna ban Lilia because apparently the jungler was spamming that, and they didn't ban it last game. So I don't know why their jungler didn't ban it or didn't play it this game. The same three bans come out from Valpo targeting the support. I think that is. And then they're gonna go for the first pick Syndra since she is so prevalent right now. The first pick Caitlyn, and then probably the Maokai. Yep, Maokai can be flexed into the top jungle and support role. So that is a good pick for Trine. Yes, I love Maokai. He's my favorite champion. So glad that Trine is playing him and that he is in fact a meta champion. J4. Last time they banned the J4 in the second banning phase, at least Valvo did. On the J4 we locked in. Oh, excuse me, sorry. Um, so they stole the Syndra away from Trine and picked the J4. This Caitlyn, either Maokai top, jungle, or support, is just a good. You can knock into Caitlyn traps, or just put pressure on the map from jungle, or just be a nuisance in top lane and farm all game to where you can just tank. That's Tom. That's Tom Kinch. Is that a KO? Okay, so they chose Tom Kinch, Jarvan, Syndra. Tom Kinch can either be in the top lane or support role. This Victor coming out from Trine's mid laner is another comfort pick and also just a very good champion right now. Especially if he can get some early assists from either invade or just early jungle ganks from this possible jungle Maokai or just whoever happens to be the jungle champion on Trine. This Kled band coming out from Valpo, showing respect for this Kled player in the top lane. The Misfortune ban is, I think, a very good ban, especially since how much damage he was outputting last game. Gonna get this ADC off of something comfortable where they didn't play them last game. The Trundle ban also, just banning a couple of champions that they were playing last game. But Trundle Maokai will probably be jungle. Yep, so there's the Nautilus Caitlyn, and probably Maokai jungle with something like a Gnar top. But it might not be Gnar, it'll probably be some other tankish kind of thing. So it looks like they might go for a Senna Kinch team comp, because remember they said Kale was supposed to be Tom Kinch, which I don't know how you get those mixed up, or like if the pictures were swapped around or what, but they were or something. The Camille pick was also used last time. This Olaf, so it should be Olaf top, yep, and then Senna Tom Kinch bot lane with, yep, J4 jungle and a Syndra mid. Trine's team is looking like a Caitlyn Nautilus bot with a Victor mid, Maokai jungle, and then probably a comfort pick for Kettle Whip, like a Gnar. I know I already said this, but like a Gnar, or what else does he play? Yep, there's the Gnar. And I'll talk about matchups whenever we get into the actual league client. I think this drafting phase was done pretty brilliantly by Trine. They picked the Triflex Maokai, and they grabbed the Caitlyn, and Yeah, they banned out some of the problems or possible problems from Valpo. So, yep, let's get into this draft. Trine did say that they are ready, but we do not see a word from Valpo, and Valpo is the lobby leader. Looks like they will be staying on the same sides of red, blue, and red. Honestly, I'm not sure how they pick. If it's anything like they choose or they just if a home team gets to decide. Looks like they are ready now. So here we get to see the same draft we have just pulled off. They did try ban our support again, which is kind of weird. Yes, he is one of our best players, but he cannot really carry on any of these champions that they ban. Yes, some of them are a threat to like need to be banned, but like all of them, I don't really need to be banned. Like the karma is not a necessity, especially whenever they're banning all enchanters. And so far, our support is or has played 2 tanks this game. Maybe because 3 of his most played enchanters are banned, but then again, I think they're trying looking for a more tankier comp when it comes to this game, these games, in their team comp at the moment. So yep, Olaf top, Nar, and then it's Maokai. Yep. So yeah, whenever I play Maokai, normally I go for full clear back by bombies, but our Maokai likes to go for another like either blue gromp red gank lane or red blue gromp gank lane. So yeah, I've tried that and it worked out pretty well. I applied quite a bit of pressure. Um, so it should work like kind of like the Trundle, but with a little bit more CC. Uh, this Victor versus Syndra matchup. Pretty sure both of them are. Sorry. So sorry. Excuse me. Um, this Victor Syndra matchup should be a little bit of a poke fest, especially since they might both take first strike. Maybe the Syndra might take electrocute, but I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure just first strike is the better rune right now, generating quite a bit of gold and also allowing that extra little bit of true damage with a percentage of the amount of gold that you are getting. I have not seen Senna Kench in a while. Uh, so another one of those games where it's top support and jungle. Sorry about this noise. The Smash team is in fact popping off. Okay, so after these 30 seconds, they there will be a 3-minute cooldown in between our game and their game. Why do I call it a cooldown? 3-minute delay between our viewing experience and their game. And there's another 2 or 3 minutes. I forget however long we need. I forget. But there's also that on the stream. So yeah, we gotta wait for 3 whole minutes. So I haven't seen Senna Kench in a while, but all I know is that the Kench does take the farm at least most of the time. So the Senna can get stacks, and then she goes to support item, but she will be doing damage and taking the kills. This Caitlyn Nautilus, you probably won't be hitting as many traps as you are with the Caitlyn Tom Kench, but you should still be getting the same amount of CC and or damage with this Nautilus. This jungle matchup, both are pretty early game, or at least how he plays Maokai, both pretty early game and go for a early gank either top or bottom after finishing their either red or Gromp. This Gnar into Olaf should be it should just be a beat fest between this Olaf and Gnar by just the Olaf poking with Q and the Gnar poking with his ranged abilities and his ranged auto attacks and his small form. But whenever he turns Mega, he should be able to at least pre-level 6 dive in and CC him for quite a bit of time. But I honestly don't think this Gnar is going to be killing this Olaf in the early game. This Victor vs Syndra matchup should be quite fun to watch. I think they are going to just be poking each other out for a while. I looked over and their game was paused for around the first 2 minutes, so we get to sit here for another 2 minutes and watch the game be paused. Trine should be looking to end this game a little bit early, even though they do have a scaling Victor and Caitlyn. Just because their Syndra is going to be scaling quite a lot, as well as their Senna, and their Olaf does scale pretty well as well. Yep, so instead of the phase rush, instead of the aftershock Maokai, he does in fact go this jungle game messed up. Oh, jungle needs his keybinds reset, his game messed up. Okay, so it took around 2 minutes to reset their keybinds. So yep, that's where that came from. Let's talk about the weird runes that Jarvan took. He normally takes Conqueror, but he took a Phase Rush. I guess EQ Auto does proc Phase Rush, and it's pretty easy to hit / land. So that is a pretty easy way to proc Phase Rush and catch up to enemies who are just a little bit faster than you. Um, Ari, Ari, sorry, no. Victor did take Ari. Okay, so the game should start here in a few. Let's go ahead. I should have taken this time to um, get everything settled. Okay, our game did in fact freeze there for a second, so I did get a little scared. Okay, so they are gonna go for a invade. They did place a ward to see if anyone is there, but there is a ward in that tri-bush where they walked in at. The Tom Kench will be under tower and safe. They did in fact ward pretty high up there on the Trine side of the jungle. They are both going to go for a red blue Gromp gank. So Valpo is gonna gank top and Maokai is going to gank bot. Jungle stuff is still messed up apparently, so they just paused in the very middle of that. Small indie company, by the way. So true, guys. The small indie company, guys. You guys can't, like, predict anything that happens with the small indie company, so you can't be mad at them because they are just a small indie company. Oh, it didn't take very long. Hopefully that problem is fixed now and they no longer have to do that. There, that is the new Senna High Noon skin, Prestige Chroma. Our game did in fact freeze, so I got it back somehow, maybe, hopefully. I don't know why it was like that for so long. Flash is used. He does have Hex Tech Flash, so that is a worth trade, especially since they got the Tom Flash out of it, and he will either have to back. They're looking to just proc a whole bunch of grasp off of this Nautilus. First blood will go to Valpo in the gank here, but Trine's jungler will be here for the both teams having one member get a double kill, but Valpo did get that extra member and first blood. Valpo's jungler is near mid. If he was sitting in that bush, that might have been a kill since the scrap did not flash out that. Syndra will back. Nope, she won't back. She just try and back. The wave was pushed in, so she definitely could have backed unless he started to freeze the wave. Nope. He might have started and then she went to go break the freeze. Fight did break out in the top lane here, causing it a little bit. Quite a bit of some trades going off. Bot lane just being a farm fest right now. Buffalo's bot lane will get out of Trine's gank for free with that veil that Senna has. Syndra TP will be used to catch this huge wave that was going to crash into her tower. Let's take a Senna stack check at 7 minutes. She in fact does have 20. She will have 24. Sure, I'm looking to do this Rift Herald, and I do not think Valpo will notice this. Wait, yeah, I did do Rift Herald. Flash will be used there. I have no idea why. Um, There was a flash towards them, and they were low at all. This Nautilus is not level 6 yet, so they will be looking to wait to take a fight until that moment. A little skirmish there in the river. Four members of Valparaiso are going to be down here, as well as 4 members of Trine. A lot of damage is hanging out onto this Jarvan here. Jarvan will have to flash to get to safety, although the Victor ult will be used to take out this Senna. Caitlyn ult used to threaten a kill. Nautilus will go down. This will be more of a tank Jarvan apparently, going for the Frostfire Gauntlet. I almost called it by the new game, or by the new name of it that is going to be going by next season. That is a great hook by this Nautilus, buffering it so that he still lands it after he gets CC'd. Although he will die to this. Ult by Syndra. Nautilus will be taking quite a bit of damage from that Leandri's burn. Valpo looking to do the second Dry Cure. And it looks like it will be Hex Tech Soul. Again, for the second game in a row. Bringing up the Hex Tech Gates. Nar ultimate used to just stun this Olaf. Trine somehow brought back this gold lead, even though the kills are still in Valpo's favor. This CS, well, it's not even in CS. Did they just drop? No, they had the first tower. The first tower gold and probably the amount of points that they got from it have contributed mostly to this. Trine was looking to do a gank top here, but he will just end up backing off since this Gnar either knows, or is just playing safe right now. Every member of Valparaiso has at least one item. Trine almost has one item for every member. dragon is in fact up. Trine is hovering in the area and trying to push in this midway so that they can force this drag or a fight just before the dragon. All cooldowns are up except for Syndra ult, which is a pretty big one for Valparaiso. Big ult there from the Gnar, but it will not be enough. Four of Trine's members will fall. Lots of some spells used there. Valparaiso will get soul point here, making it one dragon away from soul. Syndra ult will be used to take out this Victor. This Syndra is doing a lot of work, having over half of the kills on Valpo's team. Let's see, can she buy Void Staff? No, she cannot. Looks like Valpo will get this Hextech Soul. Pick up this Hextech Soul. And they also have the Baron. Sorry, was spaced out for a little bit. That's my bad. So they got the Baron during that. I was spaced out. Looks like they can just push it down mid, especially with this item advantage, especially on the Syndra. The Syndra is going to be doing so much damage, although she is in a side lane, which is kind of weird, thinking that you would want her in this team fight down mid that is currently happening. Ooh, that Gnar did jump into the whole team with that Senna root. Double kill coming out from Olaf. Looks like Valpo will just be able to take game 2. When was that? I can't tell when. Oh, it doesn't have timestamps. I hate. Okay. Well. Hello, people of Ferris Esports. I don't know how long you've been here or when you got here, because I have had no access to chat. Okay, looks like we might just get right into game 3, since that was a pretty quick one compared to the last one. I don't think we need to take a break. I might go get a drink of water during the 3 minutes that we have of waiting, but Okay, we have the draft link. Let's just go into this. Um, yeah, so for the people, if they're still here, the Ferris Esports, I'm a solo caster tonight, so I normally don't talk too much, and my throat hit starting to get really scratchy and is hurting a lot right now. Or like at least it's dry. I have gotten a couple of water breaks and forgot a water bottle. So this is kinda weird for me. Normally I don't talk this much, so and as we get closer and closer to the end and I keep talking more and more, I'm going to be very parched and my mouth is going to be very dry and my throat is going to keep hurting because of how dry my mouth is. So if I'm not talking very much, that is because in the beginning I was talking quite a bit. But right now it is 1-1. It looks like Trine wanted the blue side. We should get red. Should go into game number 3 here in less than 5 minutes, hopefully. Or at least start the drafting phase here in less than 5 minutes. So let's wait. Yep, so hopefully game 3 starts here soon. They haven't said ready or anything in the chat. I don't know when the next game will be starting exactly. Looks like they are going through a bit of revising in what they want to ban. So they message that they are ready in draft. So we do have one side ready. We're waiting on trying to be ready. It looks like they're talking about some strategies that they could implement into their drafting phase and just overall in game. Every single word that I say just gets more and more. Oh, excuse me, more and more harder to say because my voice is hurting so much. They are ready, so now let me make sure I'm streaming correctly. Yep. So now we are going into game number 3, the last one of this best of 3 setting. Same Aatrox band from Trine. Valpo is probably going to stick to the same tri-band Enchanter support that our support player here at Trine plays. This Yumi, Seraphine, and Karma. But that is not confirmed yet. And this Talia band will remain the same. They're going to ban the Tom Kench, and then there might be a ban on the Syndra here. That, or they might pick the they definitely don't want trying to have the option to pick Syndra, so they should ban it here, especially since Karma isn't the biggest threat of them all. But, yep, so there's that Syndra ban. Let's see what Trine first picks here. Looks like it's going to be this J4 for this early game pressure in either top or bottom, with this patented blue Gromp red or red blue Gromp, depending on which side you're starting on and how you clear. So now Valpo is going to pick out this Caitlyn. Trine's bot laner will have to switch off of this Caitlyn, or switch off their comfort pick Caitlyn, and probably go to something more like this Misfortune, Sivir, or Twitch. He also plays some Jhin, so that might be a good pick if their team is fairly squishy. This Lilia will be coming out since Trine no longer banned it. Yep, so this Jhin coming out from Trine because of the squishy Caitlyn and kind of squishy Lilia, because some of the items that Lilia should build or might build give just a small bit of health. The comfort pick Orianna coming out from our mid laner here at Trine. And so that's kind of the Azir. The Azir is a very strong pick, but is not normal. Never mind, the Ziggs possibly coming out. Yep, the Ziggs does come out. Another squishy for Jhin to possibly just fourth shot into oblivion. This Kled band coming out is a big thing. What other things can try and ban? Something like this Olaf that pressured out Trine's top laner to where he couldn't really do anything during lane or out of lane. This Karma is still going to be banned. An Enchanter will be played with this Jhin, but it might be something more like a Morgana, but I'm not sure if our support plays that. Janna, I know he definitely plays, but it might be that or Zyra. Zyra is a pretty good pick with Jhin, although I know Zyra isn't the traditional or best support. She is a support, but yeah. The Alistar pick here from Valpo Um, Malphite coming out here from Trine. That should be top side, and there is a lot of AP on Valpo's team, so I don't know about this Malphite. He will be getting a lot of armor. And the Morgana, that was one of the 3 champions that I said that might be played, although I didn't know if our support played Morgana a lot, but it's a pretty linear champion. You just hit the Q, you land the W, and if your ADC or whoever is about to be CC'd, you hit E. And if you are feeling quirky, you can R a group of enemy team, gain some movement speed, and stun them, and possibly Zonias if you are in trouble during that. Urgot is going to be played into this Malphite. That is a possible sort of counter to this Malphite, having all of that max health damage and armor pin. And also the armor pin items that he has options to build. Now that they are done with this draft, we can go replicate it again in the League client for a total of 3 times today. Although a close game is kind of fun to watch, it is in fact almost 9 and we have stuff to do. I wish this would have taken only 2 games. As we wait for the teams to say that they are ready. Wow, I have so much stuff to claim. I have to do this. Now we go back to my client and I open up everything. Battle Academia Award. Wow. Aww. Okay. Well. So now we're just recreating that draft that we just did and saw. Excuse me, sorry, that I don't know where that came from. It just surprised me. So they're recreating the bands. That's not who he's supposed to play. There it is. I was like, Cho'Gath? Why are you hovering, Cho'Gath? Okay. Well, this jungle looks to be more of a farming side for Valpo and a hyper early ganking jungler for Trine. The mid lane is just the AP mages that are going to be duking it out, trading, farming, all the above. look at what they've been. Yeah, the normal Camille ban. Quite a bit of AP damage on Trine Sign with the Oriana, the Morgana, and Malphite. Valpo has a pretty good split of damage. They have a tank, like a bruiser tank, that does majority AP, or is it AD max health? I forget what kind of damage Urgot does. Lilith does mainly true damage or magic damage, and this Ziggs is going to be doing quite a bit of magic damage and be a siege machine. Our mid is on a comfort pick, our jungle's on a comfort pick. I know their jungler is on a comfort pick, because I heard our team talking about it whenever I walked by earlier. I know Trine has played quite a bit of Jhin practice. I have never seen Trine's top laner play Malphite, but I'm sure he just knows how to play Malphite, because it's pretty linear champion. Just poke with Q during lane every once in a while. Make sure you don't waste all your mana though, and then just once you get your tank items or AP items, depending on what you're building, you can go from there. Now that we have a total of 3 minutes together, you can go do whatever you want. You can get snacks, drinks, anything, but I need to go get a drink of water, or else I am not going to be able to talk anymore during this game or tonight. So I will be right back. Hey, I am back, baby, and we still have around a minute 45 left on this timer. Woo. Let's talk about matchups. So this Alistar CC is kind of pointless now, or I guess at least during the laning phase, whenever it pertains to Morgana Black Shield. Morgana Black Shield stops all CC or abilities up until it either goes away from being taking a lot of AP damage, or it goes away with time. It stops all CC and a lot of AP damage. So whenever this Alistar goes in, all Morgana has to do is press E onto the Jhin or herself, depending on who they are going in on, and they can just stop the CC. So it looks like Trine just wants to kind of scale into late, sort of like not totally like mid game, but like late mid game to late game, to where they could just one shot the Ziggs, Caitlyn, stuff like the Lilia with this Jhin pick. So Oriana is going to be able to do a lot of damage whenever she builds Liandry's to this Alistar and Urgot. And Malphite's just going to be able to provide that amount of CC. So it looks like the combo here is possibly interchangeably Jarvan ult into Oriana ult, or Oriana ult into Jarvan ult into Malphite ult, or just a combo piece of the sorts, with Morgana poking them a little bit as well as Jhin poking them a little bit. So that is kind of the gist of Trine's team, is what I get from that. looks like Valpo went for more of a siege comp with the Urgot Ziggs. Urgot might be split pushing, and Ziggs might come up every once in a while and throw a W down to execute the turret. I just went to go get a drink, and my throat is already back to being parched. This is amazing. Trine looks to be all going top for a top invade. Flash will be used on this Morgana and Urgot. Let's see how they got 60 gold from this and an Urgot Flash. I'd say that's pretty worth for Trine. They don't really do anything with that 60 gold, they just keep it. If they got one more proc off of it somehow. But the fight didn't last long enough. If they did make the fight last long enough, they could have got something else. Try checking to make sure that they did not go for a invade themselves, but they did put down a board onto Trine's red. This Oriana applying some early poke while farming. Although missing some pretty early farm. I'm sorry, my throat hurts so bad, and doesn't hurt. It's just so dry, and I haven't talked this much in a while. Normally, whenever I cast, there's one other person, so I don't have to talk this much, and especially over 3 games, we haven't have a 3-game league match in a while. They have all been over in around 2. Although that last game was pretty fast, so. Actually, so this Lilia did do a version of a clear where she went blue, wolves, raptors, red, scuttle, and is going to look for either a double scuttle or a gank mid. The scuttle will be taken. Actually, no. Yep. Trine will be double scuttled. Trine's top laner is looking pretty low. He has taken some okay trades. They could be better. But also, it is an Urgot into a tank. So there might be I don't know what I was going with that, and my words hurt to say. There is an example of that black shield, Morgana black shield. Valpo will get that first blood onto the Morgana. The Morgana did. Lilia's back will be stopped. Jen will be able to pick up a kill onto that Alistar for overstaying. Okay, so drag is up. Looks like the teams are trying to get some vision control on it, so that I know when the other is doing it. Farm looks pretty even if you consider just across the board, except for that CS stiffen top lane. Kettle Whip does in fact have ult, so he should be fine. He decided that he did not want to use flash or ult and ended up dying for it. So, but Urgot did use flash and ult in order to kill there. But although I do think Malphite's life would be much better if Urgot's flash or ult will be much better trade than an Urgot flash and ult for a life saved. Alistar is in this mid lane and did mess up a Hax tech flash. They possibly could have gotten a kill there if it wasn't for that. Valpo will be looking to do this Rift Herald. Oh no. It's Bzigs. What a funny pun. No. Okay, yep. Trine top laner should die. Although that is what I would have done because I did not see the other two yet. Malphite ult is in fact unstoppable, and with that, Malphite should have waited for the ult until he was falling asleep, making him invulnerable to this sleep. Trine will get a double kill onto their Orianna. Unofficial triple, but it was in fact a double. Valpo's top laner not caring about Trine's top laner, since he is so far behind. Okay. If Terror was summoned top lane and got the top turret, there will be a gank from Trine and an ult used, 2 ults used, and a kill and a shutdown onto this Urgot. Both teams trying to secure this Drake. Oriana will be taken out of this fight, meaning that Trine should give up this Drake. They might go for a steal, but most likely they are not going to be able to pick up this Drake, just because their main fed person with all their gold on their team isn't alive right now. I think it was Jin who flashed to save. Who was it? The Jarvan. Yep, that's what it looks like. It didn't show it there on my screen, but I did see the Caitlyn ult go for to a low health target who did not die, and I heard a flash, so I assume it was the person with the lowest cooldown on flash, which was Jin, and it was either, I think it might have been Morgana or Jarvan, because they were both really low. Neither team did get the Drake though, so just that one kill onto the Oriana. This Ziggs is out of mana just before Drake, which is good for Trine. They don't know that he is backing right now, but if they did, they would probably go after this Drake. Actually, never mind. It's still just a 4v4 because actually he could TP in. Valpo will secure the Drake and the kill onto Oriana and Jarvan. That Urgot had a nice stun onto the Jarvan, pulling him out of his dash. Trine looking to weaken this mid and out butt side turret. Valpo is securing this Rift Herald. They did in fact get this butt side turret, and this game is a lot closer than the other two. That Jarvan getting hit by 2 headshots there really dealt quite a lot of damage. He should just back off and... Actually, yeah, never mind. Actually, he is Gore Drinker. He might be fine, but I think he should just either go and farm his rest of his camps and back. This Urgot having 2 items is kind of scary, especially once he gets more tanky boots like he is now. And he is a ruby crystal, which it can build into so many items. It can build into tank, bruiser. So I don't know if he's gonna go for something like the frost. Oh wait, yeah, he does go frostfire. I forgot. Trine getting a pick onto Morgana just after she flashed. And that should be enough to pick up this second or third Drake of the game, second Drake for Valpo. Although Trine's jungler is in the area and trying to steal. Actually, never mind. He is backed off of it as of now. Valpo has all their kills onto 2 of their teammates, their players, being Urgot and Caitlyn, which are 2 big threats in this game right now. I'm so sorry that I'm not talking a lot in this last game. My throat and voice is at its limit, I think. As of right now, there's about a 1.5k gold lead. Um, Baron is up, but I don't think Valpo will want to force that. But I don't think Trine can do it. Teams keeping these lanes pushed in so that they can have a good chance at getting this next Drake. For Valpo, it is the what's it called? Soul Point Drake. Trine pushing in this last mid wave before Drake. They're all diving this tank though, so Trine is going to be able to do lots of damage to that was actually pretty close, not considering the shield and that he missed a shot. Trine should be able to secure this second Drake for themselves, or their fourth Drake of the game, second Drake for themselves, and bringing them just a little bit back into the game. This Jin having a little bit of gold on him, being able to possibly buy this LDR sooner rather than later, and that should allow him to do a little bit more damage to this Alistar, Urgot, and anyone who's going to be building this Zhonya's item. For those of you joining late, I'm solo casting tonight. We've done 3 pretty decent sized or length games, and this has resulted in my throat being very raspy and not feeling the best. So I haven't been talking very much except during fights or where I think I can talk without hurting my throat. So yeah. Um, wow, that was a lot of words all at once. And that was very loud. I am sorry to any of you who just got deafened by this, who are headphone users. That was like 6 different zombie wards all in the same bush. The zombie ward from Morgana is doing work, putting out all of the vision. Oriana went for the Ludens build this game since they have a total of 3 different squishies. And she also went for the Sork shoes to burst down this, or to stop the MR. Hello? It's going bad. My throat hurts. Yeah, how long has the stream been going on? 2 hours, 40 minutes, and yeah. It hurts. I forgot my water bottle, and I've gotten 2 water bricks, and they haven't helped. So, I started off talking like a lot, and now I'm just like, I'm like. Yep. So, yeah, sorry about that. No kills, drag's almost up. Looks like Kettle Whip is going to push in this bot side wave before this dragon spawns. Jarvanalt used to trap in this cow, and now, or cow is in being Alistar, he is a cow. I am sorry if trap in the Alistar, and they get the kill. onto the Alistar. Just in case anyone didn't know that Alistar is a cow and has the moo cow skin on. I didn't want to offend anyone thinking I called anything or anyone a cow. Don't cancel me. Um,
Everyone is watching.
this Jin is getting pretty fed. Just because he has 331 farm and hasn't died, he has a lot of items built and pressure in this game. Urgat's gonna back to possibly go and Urgat's going to TP in to try and save this engagement. Jin will get the kill on the Caitlyn, who is trying to proxy their way so they cannot take the turret in mid, and I think they have done a successful job at that. Ziggs gets the timing on the Zonias and will most likely get the inhibitor. CC chained on the Lilia under tower, and they should get the mid turret. This drag is gonna come up in around 40 seconds and is soul point for Valparaiso. This is something that Trine should look to get, and they need. Jin is so close, I think, or at least like over halfway to a item. His last item, especially if he sells his Dorn Blade. Trine did in fact steal that Drake and was able to make it out with 3 members alive, taking out a 4th. Flash will be used by both Urgot and Jin. Urgot to engage onto this Jin, and Jin to get away and survive. Looks like this Urgot is a bit beefy and tanky, so he might. Trine space is pretty open right now, so Trine needs to be careful about any engagements or fights they take. Looks like Valparaiso is going to look to be doing this Baron, and they should just melt it down really quick. And that, with all these ults being used and damage output, it looks like this should be the end of the game if they just run it all down mid with this Baron buff. Those Ziggs autos are doing so much damage in this late game. Okay, well, that is unfortunate for Trine. GG's 1-2 loss for Trine, victory for Valparaiso.